Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. I'm here today with Lucy, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Lucy's ability to understand and respond to her formal on-leash obedience commands. The little tiny corrections and lots of motivation that we give her when we're working with her, and the training equipment that we're using. I'm using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and I'm going to keep the bulk of the leash folded in my left hand because I'm also using a clicker and treats. And if you see how well the clicker gets her attention, it makes her look up at me. So during training, you want her to focus on you and not everything that's going on around you. So that's why we use our clicker. You won't always have to, but it's a nice way to start puppies in obedience training so that they consider it an enjoyable activity. Now right now she's lying down next to my left leg, which is where all of our obedience training is done now. And the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. And we're doing this inside to show you that you can practice in a small space. You don't necessarily have to go outside to practice your obedience, and we'll be talking about that tomorrow when she comes home. So the first command is heeling, and the command is Lucy heel, and I step off, and she should get up and walk with me. So here in the house, we're just walking around in little circles. When I stop my feet, she has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for her next command. So this makes walking her a pleasure instead of a drag. She's not leading the walk, you're not being dragged down the street, and when you stop, she sits without being told. Lucy, heel. Good girl, Lucy. Good heel, Lucy. Nice automatic sit. I didn't say a word. I give a click, and when I say a little piece of a treat, hardly anything, just enough to keep her motivated. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the sit stay. Stay is a hand and a voice command, stay. We don't use her name on her sit stay. Now your homework will be to practice the length of time she can hold it, no, stay, and the distance that you can go. Now at this point I can either return to her or I can call her. This time I'm going to just walk right back to where we started to heel position. I'm going to praise her for a good job. Give her a little click and a tiny little piece of treat. And we're going to take off heeling again. Lucy, heel. And you notice she keeps her shoulders right next to my left leg. Nice automatic sit. Stay. Hey, stay. So you want to try to keep her eye contact on you. No, when she starts to drop her head and look at the floor, she's no longer in a sit-stay. She's sitting and she's staying, but she's not focusing. This time, instead of returning to her, I'm going to call her, and this is your come on command. Lucy, come. And she's been taught to come and sit. Don't reward her for coming and putting her feet on you. We're going to demonstrate that again. Lucy, heel. Stay. Lucy, come. Good girl. Good girl. Now the next commands that we're going to be demonstrating for you are her down commands. And this is lay down on command. But you're going to use the one word to down and you're not going to use her name. So it's down, stay. And again, you're going to practice the length of time that she can hold that and the distance that you can go. So you can even make a game out of it with the kids. Keep a little chart. No. Now if she gets up, down, stay. You repeat it and you make her do it the way it was taught. She's actually doing really well. So I can either return to her or call her out of this command as well. I'm going to return this time. Lucy, heel. Come on. Come on. You done? Come on, Lucy. And she does all of this outside as well. Down, stay. No, stay. And this time, instead of returning back to her, and your goal with your sit stay is going to be 3 minutes. It's going to take several months. Your down stay is for 5 minutes. Again, going to take several months. Time, maturity. Lucy, come. Perfect. Perfect. And the very last command that we're going to demonstrate is our down from a distance. And this is not a perfect command for her. She tends to want to crawl into you and then lay down. But I'm going to show you what it's supposed to look like, and so you can practice it at home. Lucy, heel. She's getting bored because we were practicing before we turned the camera on. Sit. Stay. No. Down. Stay. Now you're going to practice so that you can get all the way out here and give that down command. And pretty soon you'll be able to give it, drop the leash, walk across the room, and she'll be able to do it because she is very smart and very willing. So she has done a great job here at Nora's. We'll go over all of her written instructions, scheduling. I'll answer any questions that you have. We want to thank you again for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company, and we'll see you tomorrow.